Have you ever wondered why some people stop working and yet their bank account keeps growing? How can someone without a job, without a paycheck, continue becoming wealthier year after year? It sounds like magic, but it's not. It's math. Hidden math that most people never see until they're already living it. And today, I'll show you how to make this math work for you too. When most people imagine retirement, the picture looks frightening. You stop working, and suddenly your savings are all you have. Every time you spend, you imagine your balance dropping like water leaking from a bucket. You start wondering how long before it runs dry. But for millions of retirees, the bucket doesn't empty. It refills itself. Their net worth grows even faster in retirement than it did while working. The reason? A mix of forces quietly working together. Lower spending, steady income, cautious habits, and the relentless power of compounding. Once you understand these, you'll realize that retirement can actually be the time when you grow wealth faster than ever before. Let's start with the famous 4% rule. You've probably heard it. It says you can withdraw 4% of your savings annually, adjusted for inflation, and your money should last at least 30 years. This rule held true even through the Great Depression. It's conservative, but most retirees don't even take 4%. They withdraw far less. Why? Because they simply don't spend as much as they expect. Before retiring, people picture endless travel, restaurants, and luxury. But in reality, life slows down. Traveling loses its excitement. Airports, packing, and long flights start feeling tiring. Comfort at home becomes more appealing. Expenses drop naturally. Entertainment follows the same path. Retirees might eat out or attend shows early on, but gradually prefer cooking at home or quiet evenings with family. It's not about cutting back, it's about what feels right. Their lives simplify, and so do their expenses. Transportation costs fall too. No more commuting, no rushing kids to school. Many couples go from 2 cars to 1. Less insurance, fewer repairs, fewer miles. These savings add up fast. Yes, healthcare expenses rise later, but not enough to cancel out the overall drop. On average, U.S. households spend about $77,000 a year. For those aged 65-74, it falls to $65,000. And for those over 75, just $53,000. That's a 20% decline, saving more than $12,000 annually. Now add Social Security to the mix. The average check is around $2,000 per month or $24,000 a year per person, about $48,000 for a couple. It rises with inflation and arrives every month like clockwork. Imagine a retired couple spending $65,000 per year. You'd think they'd need over $1 million saved to sustain that. But with $48,000 from Social Security, their savings only need to cover $17,000. As their spending falls with age to $53,000, their gap shrinks to just $5,000. That's pocket change compared to what most people fear before retiring. Now go back to the 4% rule. If they have $1 million saved, that's $40,000 available annually. Far more than they need. In reality, they might only withdraw $17,000, leaving the rest invested. If their portfolio earns 6 to 8% on average, the growth easily outpaces what they take out. Their wealth grows instead of shrinking. Let's simplify with an example. You retire with $1 million, planning to withdraw $40,000 per year, but because of Social Security and reduced spending, you only take $20,000. That leaves $980,000 invested. At a 7% return, your money grows by about $70,000 in 1 year. Subtract your $20,000 withdrawal, you're still $50,000 ahead. After a decade, your portfolio could nearly double while you're still living comfortably. This is called the consumption gap, the difference between what retirees could spend and what they actually spend. Fear, caution, and even satisfaction from watching their wealth grow keep spending lower. That gap fuels compounding like a silent wealth engine. Real estate adds another layer. Many retirees own their homes outright. No mortgage, no rent. As property values rise 3 to 5% a year, their net worth quietly expands without effort. Taxes also become friendlier. Without wages, retirees often drop into lower brackets. Social Security is partially tax-free, and investment withdrawals can be timed strategically, stretching money even further. Another hidden advantage is flexibility. The 4% rule assumes people spend the same regardless of market conditions, but reality is different. When markets fall, retirees naturally pause big purchases, delay a vacation, skip a renovation, or keep the same car another year. These small adjustments make portfolios last longer than financial models predict. All these forces, lower spending, guaranteed income, flexibility, and compounding, combine to create a surprising outcome. Many retirees end up richer at 80 than at 60. The real danger isn't running out of money, it's underspending. Too many die with more wealth than they started with, simply because they were too cautious to enjoy it. Picture a couple retiring with $1 million. They expect to spend it down, but 2 decades later, thanks to Social Security, reduced expenses, and steady investment growth, they have $2 million or more. They lived comfortably, but never touched their full potential. Their heirs inherit a fortune, all because the math quietly worked in their favor. Retirement isn't a countdown to financial decay. It's a shift where money starts working harder than ever. You stop earning through labor, but your wealth keeps compounding behind the scenes. Of course, not everyone experiences this. Some retirees struggle due to limited savings or medical costs. But even with a modest nest egg, the data shows that wealth often grows faster after retirement than before. The hidden math is simple: lower spending, Social Security, cautious withdrawals, rising real estate, favorable taxes, flexibility, and the psychology of underspending all combine to make retirement a period of abundance, not scarcity. So don't imagine a bucket running dry. Picture a reservoir refilling itself, even as you drink from it. That's the reality for countless retirees, and it can be yours too. Retirement isn't the end of growth. It might just be the beginning of the greatest wealth-building stage of your life. If this inspired you, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss insights that help you build lasting wealth and true financial freedom.